This is the professor with WealthCampus.com, and I'm here to bring you a video chart analysis of SQM. There's a lot to like about SQM. First of which is, the overall trend. The question that I always ask, people who I'm mentoring and teaching technical analysis skills to, the first thing I would ask is this a good chart? And the answer would be yes. It's absolutely a great chart because what you're seeing here is a stock that's in a clear uptrend. We basically have a 45-degree angle, all the way up the chart. The bottom of the chart is in the lower left corner here, and the top of the chart is in the upper right corner here. And so overall direction is this way. And so if you're a person who is both either actively trading and looking for violent moves in the market, or if you are an individual who works full time and might have meetings to attend, or you're doing a lot of traveling and you're looking for something to, that's going to compound gains for you and grow your money, this is a very good candidate. Besides the chart, one of the reasons why I like SQM so much is that it's probably the best pure lithium play on the market. And lithium demand is only going to continue to intensify as we move forward. And I think you're going to see this stock more than double over the next 2 to 3 years. Okay, probably more likely it's going to triple in price over the next 3 years. We'll have to see. But the bottom line is I think this trend that you're seeing here is going to continue. So let's take a look at SQM and why I think not only it's obviously a good play longer term, but why it's also a good play short term. So if you take a look at SQM, we have a rising RSI. Now a lot of textbooks will tell you that when the RSI gets over 70, it's overbought and you sell. And I beg to differ. When an RSI gets over 70, it's achieving momentum, and you're looking for what might be a violent move that's about to take place. And so, right here we have an RSI that's only at 66, and so I'm looking for the RSI to move over 70, and for this stock to begin to go from a quiet move to a violent move. You can see the slow stochastic, gives us a lot of room and permission to move. You can see that we had a nice volume day today, and you have to like the overall pattern here. Now, if I go to annotate real quick and just draw you a quick trend line here, this is the top. So we're looking for a break of 34.84, and what you're actually looking at here, this is a flag. So if I continue to draw trend lines, it's a rough flag, but it's still a flag. So here's your flag, and it's about, we're looking for a flag top break here at 34.84. Or if you don't like this idea that it's not a flag, then how about it's an ascending base, and we're looking for a breakout with this ascending base. So no matter how you want to spin it, an ascending base is a continuation pattern, usually in the direction of the trend of the previous trend, which is up. So again, you're looking for a break of 34.84. And so I really like this one on the daily chart. If you jump, let's get out of this annotation here, and let me take you to the weekly chart. Now, if I jump you to a weekly chart, another thing that I like in the weekly chart here is I like that you have, let me get out of this. It's easier if I annotate. I like that you have, after a move up, I like that you've got this tight ascending base here. When you have a tight ascending base here, whether it's on a daily or a weekly, tight ascending candles usually leads to a nice big candle move. Okay. I also like on the weekly chart how we've already achieved momentum. If you take a look at the RSI on the weekly chart, the RSI, I think, I'm not sure why it's goofing up here. The RSI is at 71.75, so we already have a high RSI on the weekly chart. So the weekly chart's looking really good. And now if I jump you to a monthly chart, so we're looking at all three time frames. High RSI, climbing, climbing, climbing. It's at 68.23. I don't quite have a high RSI in the monthly or the daily, but I do have it in the weekly. Very soon, I think you're going to have a high RSI on the daily and the weekly and the monthly, and all three time frames are going to sync up for you. I think this thing continues to rise, in my opinion, and I think it's going to take out previous highs. Another thing I want to point out to you. The scooter ranking is quite high. It's at 95.4, which is sort of like a relative strength rating that you see on Investors Business Daily. It's Stock Chart's own proprietary way to sort of measure relative strength relative to other stocks. And so you're seeing a high scooter rating here. And just to kind of illustrate my point, when you have a high scooter rating, what you can expect to see. So I'm going to annotate again, and this time what I want to do is show you with vertical lines. So here is when the scooter rating began to climb, and you can see what the price of the stock did. Okay, and now here the scooter ranking again is high, and it looks to even curl. It's curling higher even, and you can see what the price of the stock is doing. So you can see what happens when the scooter rating is high on a stock, or the relative strength rating is high on a stock, much like the proprietary rating or the relative strength rating in Investors Business Daily. This is really kind of nice to keep track of in stock charts. So there's a lot of different charts and a lot of different things that seem to point to a move higher. There's a couple ways that you can play this. You can buy it as close to, in my opinion, the 4-day EMA as you possibly can. But with today's day, like you had, with some nice strength and buying, and the RSI curling and the weekly already high, I think you could either buy here, buy now, and then add on a breakout, or you could wait for the breakout of 34.84 and then jump in. I sort of find myself to be more of a position trader, and I like to try to get in ahead of a move and get most of the move that I possibly can if I'm feeling really good about the stock, rather than just waiting for the breakout. So anyway, a lot of reasons to like SQM, both short term and long term. If you like what you're seeing and hearing here, I urge you to join us at www.WealthCampus.com, and you can get a monthly membership there for only $30 a month and get access to a real-time model portfolio and a real-time watch list with access to a chat room 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you also get access to my private Twitter for buy and sell alerts and market insights and thoughts. So you get mobile texting with that price, and you have access to videos. And I strongly recommend that you, if you like what you're seeing and hearing, or you benefit from one of the charts, the free charts that I provide on Twitter, then come check us out. Have a great night, and I will talk to you tomorrow.